is like you'll have a $4 million home in Menlo Park, and then people will be taking the collector streets to cut through the neighborhoods. And so like at one point, people were in those neighborhoods were saying, they'd have to stop and park sometimes and then walk 4 blocks to get to their single family home just because the things were so broken.
The Bay Area has some of the worst traffic in the world. San Francisco is the 5th most congested city in the world. In 2017, Bay Area drivers spent more than 3 days in gridlocked cars. It could be different. Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands, is only the 182nd most congested city, with drivers spending just over a day in congestion last year. In this video, we'll look at what the Bay Area could learn from Amsterdam about getting people out of their cars. One of the most notable differences is the effectiveness of alternative transit options in the Amsterdam region. When you arrive at Amsterdam Central Station, you'll notice how many trains are departing every couple of minutes. Amsterdam Central is one of the busiest stations in the Netherlands, not just because of train traffic. From here, you can take a bus, subway, ferry or tram to the outskirts of Amsterdam and beyond.
Of course, it depends on your destination, but within the city, it's very easy. We now have a new metro line that stops like 200 meters, 100 meters from here. So yeah, there's a tram stop also 100 meters from our doorstep. So it's very easy.
Around 20% of commuters use public transit in the Amsterdam region, compared to around 11% in a similar Bay Area region. But when you live in the city, chances are you'll have another favorite mode of transit.
Within the city, I mostly use my bicycle.
First thing I should say is bicycle.
My favorite mode of transit is the bicycle.
A bicycle all the time.
I walk. And if I have to go to the city center, I take my e-bike.
The bike is one of the most popular ways to get around in Amsterdam. 31% of people in the Amsterdam region use a bike to commute. In the Bay Area region, that's only 2% of the commuters. In fact, while almost every Amsterdammer owns at least one bike, many people in the Amsterdam region don't own a car. Only 38% do. On 1.5 million people, that's about 570,000 cars. By comparison, 1.5 million people in the South Bay Area own about 860,000 cars.
I don't own a car. I own a parking lot, but I don't own a car.
And what do you do with the parking lot?
On the parking lot we have 4 bicycles. When we came here we had to buy a parking space in the garage, even though we don't have a car. And it's very useful to put the bicycles there. And if someone visits us, we move the bicycles away and they can park by car. So it has 2 advantages in fact.
Still, Amsterdam City Council wants to reduce the number of cars in the city. Most cars are bad for the environment, and the streets in Amsterdam are small and crowded with all these different kinds of transit users. What would it take for car owners in Amsterdam to give up their car completely?
Hop on the tram here and being at school in one ride in 20 minutes. It's not going to happen. I would need at least 2 stopovers to get there. And in the morning traffic with my children, I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to try.
Even if Amsterdammers with a car aren't ready to give it up, they have plenty other options to choose from. For Bay Areans, using alternative transit is often a hassle. Stops are too far away, or buses and trains don't depart frequently enough. Especially the last mile of a journey often proves to be difficult. In Amsterdam, transit operators are exploring ways to make this easier for travelers. The Dutch railways partner with share car concept Green Wheels to provide easy rides for travelers by train. Cyclists can rent a public transit bike, which can be picked up and returned directly at the station.
The next innovation, this is already coming, are e-bikes, the electric bikes, which are very fast. So you get bicycle highways, and this could be a solution for the Bay Area as well, because investment in infrastructure for bicycles is not that big compared to, for instance, rail or car infrastructure.
Congestion problems in the Bay Area will not be solved overnight. But by taking a lesson from Amsterdam's playbook and offering commuters real and reliable alternatives for their cars, Bay Areans could be persuaded to get out of their vehicles after all.